Hey gamers, welcome back to another No Man's Sky video. I hope that everybody is doing absolutely fantastic today. And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to obtain all 16 of the glyphs without actually completing the story. Now, if you do complete the story, this will be a thing. However, you can do this significantly faster than you'll be able to complete a story quest line. So if you want to be able to jump around, get a multi-tool that you're looking for, or get the ship that you're looking for, or even the freighter that you're looking for, all of those things can be obtained by knowing the coordinates that you probably can see over on the coordinate exchange, over on Reddit, or tons of other different places if you want to be able to find what you're looking for. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Now, the first thing that you're actually going to have to do is go to any space station. Now, I don't believe that the space station that I have in my system actually has a traveler, but what we're going to be looking for specifically is a traveler. Now, unfortunately, the space station that I have in my system does not have one. I thought I would just double check, but I was pretty sure that they didn't have one, and there is none here. They'll be a little bit translucent, and I'll actually show you what they look like when we do find them. And this is the time where it will take just a little bit of your time in order to find them. But you do ultimately need to speak to two of them. So let me see if I can find a system that has a traveler in it. And this is a traveler that we're looking for. They're kind of translucent, they kind of glimmer from time to time, but they do look different than a Gek, a Kovacs, or even a Viking. So just go ahead and talk with them. Their dialogue might take a little bit of time, but just keep pushing the button, you'll get through it. And then just choose the top one, that's all you really need to do. Because ultimately we need to talk to them twice. Now what we're going to do is go back in and speak with them again after I guess I reload my weapon. And then what we're going to do is we are going to offer them 100 nanites. Now when you offer them 100 nanites, they will give you a location, and that location will be where a grave is going to be located, which will give you one of the glyphs that you need. Now you can continue. And you can see that it actually says unknown grave when I'm pulsing to this planet right here. I guess I could scan this planet while I'm doing this because it's a system that I've never been to before. But then we just need to make our way down to the grave, and you can land anywhere close to it as you would like. And then just like I was saying just a little bit ago, just make sure that you do this twice so that you are able to get the coordinates. Actually, looks like a pretty nice moon or nice planet. So we'll start our landing sequence. We'll hop out because we're going to be like right next to it. And then this is the grave. And then you would just go up to it and you would just interact with it. And then you're going to have a little bit of some things to talk with the traveler about. We're going to extract that technology. And then we've gained a traveler's fallen technology. So now at this point, once you have done it twice, we can actually go ahead and start our next step of the process. Now you will have to find a portal. I'm not going to get into how to find portals in this video. So if you guys would like to know more about the portals in general, then definitely stick around for some future episodes, or go ahead and do a little bit of research on how to find some portals. And here is another example of another traveler. You can see that they are significantly different than the Corvex, the Geks, or the Vikings. So then you just talk to this one. Like I said earlier, you're going to talk to two of them. Then you're just going to do whatever the top button is. You can just actually just go through it just super quickly. At least as fast as they'll let you do it anyway. And then you'll go ahead and talk to them again. And then we're going to offer them 100 nanites, and then we're just going to go to whatever location that they tell you to go to. Now, in theory, you could actually go ahead and continue to do that until you get all 16 of them, but that means probably several different systems that you guys will have to go ahead and warp to, and you probably don't necessarily want to have to go ahead and do that. But once you get the second one, I'll show you guys exactly what you need to do, and I'll show you guys the grave again, so that way you guys have no doubt in your mind what the grave actually looks like for the first two glyphs. And now here is another grave that you just need to go ahead and interact with. You'll speak with him and he'll give you the second glyph. Now you just need to find your portal, find that wherever you need to do and however you need to obtain that. Just find your portal and I'll give you guys the coordinates where you need to go and we'll continue the process. Now I do recommend that once you do find a portal that you put a base computer nearby so that it's kind of inside of the coordinates. That way anytime that you want to use your portal going forward, you'll have no problem to be able to do that. And then you can just teleport there from your freighter or any space station or wherever to just make it really easy on yourself at any point in time. But anyway, the address that we're going to be going to is going to be the sunrise, the bird, sunrise, a sunrise, a sunrise, a sunrise, and then it's going to be bird, 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 and another bird. So that's why you need to have the first two glyphs so that you can go to this specific system. And now we can go ahead and get the other 14 graves that we need in order to finish the 16 glyphs. And then you guys will be able to travel wherever you would like in the Euclid Galaxy and anywhere else that once you eventually get to that point. Not going to spoil anything just in case, but if you want to ever go to another galaxy, you can actually do this inside of that galaxy as well. Now this is the planet that you will arrive at, but it is not where you guys need to ultimately go. But if you really want to make it more easy on yourself, just get into your ship and then go up to the space station. That's probably the easiest to do this at. So just go ahead and I will meet you guys up at the space station. Before I go into the space station, that is ultimately the planet that you will be heading to. It is a paradise planet, so you shouldn't have to really deal with anything too harsh, and you don't even have to worry about sentinels as well. So that will make it even easier to finish the rest of this. Now this is an outlaw station, as you guys can tell, and I guess before you guys came here I should have probably told you that you should go ahead and turn off and disable your multiplayer, but I have it right now disabled for pretty much for a while now just because there has been some issues with it, especially in the anomaly as of lately. But I would recommend that you do that prior to coming into this system. If you didn't do it, then I would make sure that you do it right now. Now, once you're at the teleportation terminal, all you need to do is basically pick 14 extra ones to go for. So what I would recommend is maybe 3 and then find the 4th, wherever it might be at. They're kind of labeled really weird things here, but hopefully you should be able to find them in an order. This is how I was able to do it. There's number 4. And then you would just find number 5, and it might take a little bit of a list for you guys to get through, but ultimately we'll just go ahead and click on this. We'll go to glyph number 3 as an example, so you guys can do this one with me. Glyph 3, this one right here, and we'll warp to it. And then as we get there, they should have another portal to either 1, go back to the space station, or 2, you should just be able to find another base that has glyph number 4, and then you just kind of go from 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9, and this goes incredibly fast, much quicker than going and talking to any other travelers in any other system, and it makes it a lot easier than finishing the storyline because you do have to go to warp other systems as well, and then the system that you warp to might not necessarily have what you're looking for, so then you got to go ultimately to the next one. And I just landed here on the planet, and there is the next grave, so you guys can just go ahead and, you know, work with it. It's an unknown grave, so we can actually just go ahead and do that. And then you'll just talk to the person, and then he'll give you the extract of the technology, which is going to be the glyph. And then you just need to turn around, and then this one does not, okay, it's not working for the terminal, because I actually came and landed on this ship. So what you're gonna have to do is get into your ship and then go back up to the space station, or if you can find a base that's nearby that has maybe a grave on it. See, there's grave number 13, so you could go there, and then you could get into your teleportation and find it. But if that base doesn't have the teleporter, you'll just have to keep going back up to the space station. But hopefully this information does help you guys out. You'll be able to get the 16 glyphs really quickly. I think when I originally had done it, I spent way more time finding my 2 original travelers and finding a portal than I did actually getting the other 14 glyphs. I think the other 14 glyphs took me maybe and 15 minutes at the absolute max 15 minutes, but all you're really doing is teleporting from base to base to base that's labeled that has a grave. But if this information does help you guys out, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next video.